I'm like, say, bro, how many of your homies you done lost since we've been down here? How many kids that you went to school with? I want you to add them all up and tell me how many dead homies that you got at 19. Cause we was arguing, you heard me, about he wanted to move
Mm-hmm.
back home and shit. And I'm telling him, nigga, nah, I don't give a fuck if you grown, you stand out here. Ain't nothing in La Place, nigga,
Mm-hmm.
for you to go to.
No, it's
That's
not.
some bullshit, you heard me? So I'm like,
No,
count up
it's
your
not.
dead homies, you heard me? The boy counted up 11. 11 kids that he went to school with, his homeboys, you heard me, that's dead from gunfire. You heard me?
Damn.
I'm like, that ain't normal, son. You heard
No,
me?
fuck no, that no.
You got
Fuck
you
no.
got 11 dead homies at 19, my nigga. You heard me? Coming from
Yeah.
St. John Parish, from La Place. You from La Place, dog. You ain't supposed to have no fucking 11 dead homies, bro.
Fuck no.
You ain't supposed to have that,
Damn.
dog. That shit ain't fucking natural, my nigga.
Goodwill. Goodwill. Hey, Will, this shit is fucking gold.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, well,
And I looked at that shit.
you got a lot of talent, fam. You heard me? And
Appreciate it.
man, I'm glad that you fucking doing something positive, dog. You heard me? Because you one of the people I could be like, man, I've been knowing this nigga damn near 30 years. You heard me? And he
Mm-hmm.
really a good nigga. You heard me? To
Mm-hmm.
hear that you done raised your kids up and your son about to graduate in a couple years, you heard me? Your daughter's gonna be there
Yeah.
soon, you heard me? You being a real good
Yeah.
father. Uh
Yeah.
I salute that, bro. You heard me? I salute that.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Appreciate
bro.
that. I'm hanging in there. One day at a time, my nigga.
Yeah. That's all we
Yeah.
could do.
Taking it one day at
That's
a
all we
time.
could do, dog.
Yeah,
We
that's all we
we
could do.
man, we old now, dog. You heard me? We can't run
Yeah.
wild. You there? We can't take
Like we
chances like
used
we
to.
used to. You heard me?
Like we used to.
Man, them
I
fucking
remember them days.
they got a whole new fucking age group of kids out there that got it just like we had it and got something to prove and they
Mm-hmm.
out there, man, they out there cutting up. Them kids cutting up out there, man. You
Yeah,
heard me?
yeah, yeah. I see that. That's
You
why I try
dig?
to keep my kids close to me now, because I don't want them to be caught up in no BS in them streets and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's not how it used to be with us. See, when we was coming up, we ain't had all that bullshit to worry about. We had a lot of stuff to worry about. You know, Nick, we might get into a little beef with somebody,
A
but we
ass
ain't
whooping.
gonna end up to no gunplay.
A ass
Yeah, it's
whooping
an
was the
ass
worst
whooping.
that's gonna happen. You
Yeah,
gonna get your ass whooped or you gonna
yeah,
give a
that's it.
nigga ass
That's
whooping or
it.
you gonna get jumped or some shit like that.
Yeah,
But
that's it.
not
That's
it
it.
wasn't no gunplay, you heard me?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't at all. No,
These little kids now they
no.
tripping, dog. Like they got too much fucking man, they got too much shit out there right
They
now,
don't
bro.
value their life. Yeah, they don't value their life.
Yeah, they
Like
don't
we
value
used to
life.
value our life.
Nah, we valued our life, dog. Just like we was saying
Oh
earlier,
yeah.
like when we was in school, we just wanted to fucking do right and get the fuck up out that bitch. You heard me? Man, these
Mm-hmm.
kids don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
They at school fighting. Man, they say the police at school every week at East St. John, you
Yeah.
heard me? And you dig, I've been living in Houston for 3 years. So my kids
Mm-hmm.
came out here and they got a fucking high school the size of a college. You heard me? They could leave high
Uh-huh.
school. Yeah, they could leave high school and go eat Chick-fil-A and shit. They bring Chick-fil-A and all that shit to their school and shit like that. You heard me? Uh, they got fucking 6 gyms. They got 2 cafeterias. They got fucking state-of-the-art football field with the jumbotron that show you the fucking like the big
Mm-hmm.
TV. You heard me? So
Mm-hmm.
it's a whole different life out here. You heard me? Uh, they got
Mm-hmm.
guns and shit out here. That's the only thing. Everybody out here got a gun. Everybody.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
grandmother, the
Yeah.
post lady, the old man cutting the grass, the mechanic. Everybody got a gun out here. You heard me? That's just how they get down. You heard me?
Yeah.
But most for the
Yeah.
most part is the responsible gun owners out here because everybody got
Mm-hmm.
them. You heard me? So this
Mm-hmm.
new law, this new law just passed in Louisiana, and you still living out there. I want to know how that's affecting y'all. You heard me? They said that uh the kids. at 18 years old will go get concealed weapon with no training, no license, no nothing. So you telling me an 18-year-old kid that can't even buy cigarettes? Because you got to be 21 to buy cigarettes now, right? All right. So you telling me an
Right,
18-year-old kid that can't buy cigarettes could get a concealed weapon? That's the law out there right now.
right, and that's fucked up. That shit crazy.
It's
That's
scary.
crazy.
It's scary, my nigga.
Yeah,
Bruh,
that
I
too. Yeah,
felt,
really that.
I
It's really
felt it
that.
in my bones. I felt it in my soul, my nigga. You heard me? Before I moved down
Mhm,
here, because I've been out here almost 4 years, 3 or 4 years, you heard me? But I say,
mhm.
man, I need to get my son from out of here before he get that age, you heard me? See, my son 19 right
Uh
now.
huh.
So I want to get him out of there before he turns 16, you heard me? Because
Uh huh.
it's so wicked. You heard me? And it's
Mhm.
so easy to get turned out. You heard me? And I just told this nigga last week, I'm like, say, bro, how many of your homies you done lost since we been down here? How many kids that you went to school with? I want you to add them all up and tell me how many dead homies that you got at 19. Cause we was arguing, you heard me? About he wanted to move
Mhm.
back home and shit. And I'm telling him, nigga, nah, I don't give a fuck if you grown, you stand out here. Ain't nothing in La Place, nigga,
Mhm.
for you to go to.
No, it's
That's
not.
some bullshit, you heard me? So I'm like,
No,
count
it's
up your
not.
dead homies, you heard me? The boy counted up 11. 11 kids that he went to school with, his homeboys, you heard me, that's dead from gunfire. You heard me?
Damn.
I'm like, that ain't normal, son. You heard
No,
me?
fuck no, that no.
You got
Fuck
you
no.
got 11 dead homies at 19, my nigga. You heard me? Coming from
Yeah.
St. John Parish, from La Place. You from La Place, dog. You ain't supposed to have no fucking 11 dead homies, bro.
Fuck no.
You ain't supposed to have that,
Damn.
dog. That shit ain't fucking natural, my nigga. You heard
Uh-uh,
me?
nah.
So
Oh.
that shit scared the fuck out of me. Before I even knew this law
Mhm.
was gonna pass or anything, something in my soul told me, say, bro, get the fuck from down here. You heard me? So
Mhm.
now
Yeah.
they got another law going on next month on the first that says you got to do 100% of your time. You can't do 85%. You don't get good time no more. No parole, no probation.
I heard
If you
that.
get sentenced to
Mhm.
20, you got to do 20. Ain't no
Yeah.
19 and a quarter. You heard me? None of that. You got to do the full 20. Whatever the judge give you, that's what they're gonna give you. So I'm
Mhm.
thinking with the gun law and this new 100% law, everybody but the dying go to jail. How you feel about that?
That shit wild, boy. That's it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, all I'm gonna say is these youngsters better open up their eyes. Open up their eyes and just stay out the way from all that. Just grow up straight, be on the right path, because that street shit ain't where it's at.
It's
It
not
ain't.
at all,
It ain't
bro.
where it's at.
Being gangster,
Focus
all
on
that
getting
shit
money.
ain't where it's at. You heard me?
Focus on getting money and shit,
Get you
and
some
just
money.
just living positive and shit. You know, that's all I can say about that.
Yeah.
Because that street shit is not definitely not where it's at, and
Oh, nah.
it's shit done changed. Shit changing as you know, since we done got older. Shit done changed. It ain't like how it used to be.
Shit change every year, nigga. Like school. You heard me?
Yeah,
That bitch change every fucking year. You heard me? Nigga, you can't
man,
like
this shit
one of my
new, bro.
partners just came home from doing 20 years. You heard me? And he only been home a few months. And I just told this nigga, I said, dog, it ain't the same as it was, bro. I don't give a fuck how gangster you was or whatever back in the day, you heard me? Like, nigga, it's not the same. Let them kids have that shit now. We old now.
Yeah,
You heard me?
yeah, right.
You 40 years
Yeah,
old now, fam. You heard me? Like, stay to the
yeah.
sideline. He had to think about it for a second. Like, yeah, big bro, you
Mhm.
right. Nigga, I can't lose you no more. Nigga, you just did 20. You just did 20.
Yeah,
You heard me, nigga? I ain't but to nigga catch you, get you old lady, get married, have some kids. Nigga, go buy you a house, get you a job, but stay on the sideline, my nigga. These streets
that's
ain't
it.
where it's at, bro. You heard
No,
me?
it's not.
And we come from that. You heard me? There's two niggas that come from
Mm-hmm.
that that's telling the youngsters right now, whoever listening, that ain't where it's at, my nigga.
No, it's
If I could
not.
go back all over again and do it all over again, I'd have never smoked weed. I'd have went to college. I'd have joined a fraternity. Cause with a fraternity, you got fucking connections for life. You heard me?
Mm-hmm.
My partner,
Mm-hmm.
my partner, a Noop. You heard me? That's some type of
Mm-hmm.
fraternity. You heard me? I don't know if you know about it,
Mm-hmm.
but he a Noop out of he went to college in Mississippi, I think. I forgot what state it was. You heard me? But he from the parish. You heard me?
Uh-huh.
So this nigga bring me to an Alabama game. You heard me?
Mm-hmm.
I go to the Alabama game and he makes some calls to the Noops out there. You heard me? So we at the
Mm-hmm.
Alabama game. This nigga done ended up with tickets for the Alabama LSU game when Donald Trump went to the game. You heard me? I ain't want to go in there, but
Mm-hmm.
they had a party. They had a new party, a watch party right outside the fucking the stadium where all the dorms and
Mm-hmm.
shit at. Bro, I swear to God,
Mm-hmm.
them people treated us like royalty on the strength of him. They thought I was a noob because I had all that. I keep that red on, and they colors red and white.
Mm-hmm.
You heard me? So
Mm-hmm.
plus it's Alabama, so they cut the school color red. You heard me? But
Right, right, right.
they thought I was a noob too. You heard me? So they treated me just like
Mm-hmm.
they treated him. Brian had to. But I was getting served shit. Women was coming bring me fucking crab legs and shit like this only for the big dogs. And I'm like, this nigga not even from this school. You heard me? But the
Mm-hmm.
connections he had just by being in that fraternity, dog, you heard me? So I told my
Mm-hmm.
son, I'm like, bitch, go to college and go join the fucking frat, bro. You heard me?
Mm-hmm.
Go join the frat. When you get out, nigga, you gonna have motherfucking connections for life. You heard me? I don't know. My
Mm-hmm.
dog told me he don't have no broke frat partners. You heard me? All of them got businesses. You heard me? Like that's how these niggas think. Man, I ain't but to. I
Yeah,
did a job for a little while, but fuck, I'm about to open up a business, and they gonna help him
yeah.
open up his business. You heard me? You
Uh-huh.
dig? So
Mm-hmm.
I tell niggas like that, brother, youngsters, bro, man, go to school, my nigga, especially the men.
That's it.
'Cause enough black men
Yeah.
ain't going to college, dog. You heard me? Like black women go to college a lot, you heard me? But they don't compare to white
Mm-hmm.
people going to college, you heard me? So I encourage
Mm-hmm.
my young black brothers, you heard me, little nigga, go to college, bro. Go to college and join
Mm-hmm.
a frat, figure out what you want to do in life. Fuck them streets. You heard me? Man, them streets ain't
Yeah.
good, dog, and they unforgiving.
Really
You
not.
heard me?
No. No. Ain't nothing out here. Nothing. You gotta make some kind of living, bro. Because if you ain't living, you just existing. So go ahead and just and be on that path that just focus on your goals in life. Get some goals in life. Stay away from the bullshit because it ain't nothing out here. It's nothing. And I tell any little young nigga that it's
Yeah,
nothing out here.
yeah.
It's
Nothing
either
at
you
all,
you
bro.
gonna be in somebody's graveyard or you gonna be in somebody's jail cell. One of the two.
I
Pick
just
your
said it.
poison because that's all they got.
I just said it, fam. They gonna all die, go to jail. You heard me? That's
Mm-hmm.
what I see the future on my crystal ball. I see the fucking future in Louisiana because it's about to go to shit. You heard me? Is
Mm-hmm.
death in jail.
Yeah.
I ain't want no parts of
Yeah.
that, bro. You heard me? I ain't want
Yeah.
no parts of that. I had to get the fuck, bro. You dig?
Mm-hmm.
I just beat a gun charge. I just did 5 years on paper while living in Houston. They let me move to Houston while I was fighting my case and everything before trial. I ended up taking uh I ended up taking 5 years probation. You heard me? And I
Mm-hmm.
was already living out here in
Yeah.
Houston. And I ended up getting off.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up getting off on halftime. You dig? You dig? So they let me off
Mm-hmm.
in like fucking 2 years. You heard me? I got off last November.
Mm-hmm.
You heard me? So all that
Yeah.
shit I went through
Yeah.
is all over with. You heard me? But I ain't looking for no trouble no
Well, that's
more,
good.
dog. I'm out here. I ain't breaking no fucking laws, my nigga. Like, I stay out the way.
Yeah.
You heard me?
Yeah. That's all you can do. Yeah. Stay out the way. Period. Stay
They
out
can
the
have
way.
that shit. You heard me?
Yeah.
I go holler at my little youngsters around here and shit, but they got Dracos and fucking AK-47s and all type of shit, AR-15s and shit, and they fucking looking for the ops and all this other shit. You heard me? Man, I turn right back around and walk out the house, boy. Y'all ain't but the fuck no, boy. Y'all got too much shit in here.
Yeah,
I don't want no parts of that,
yeah,
bro. I get the fuck. You heard me?
yeah. Right,
I mean,
right,
it
right,
ain't for me.
right, right. 'Cause you know one thing, you got too much to lose.
Got too much to lose, dog. At the end of the day,
You got time
dog,
for the fuck.
I'm gonna be the one sitting in the cell. You heard me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the one sitting in the cell, dog, and it's real in that bitch. You heard me? Because even if
Mm-hmm.
you got friends and shit and family, it's rough out here on the streets for them. You can't expect them to send you money all the time and all this other shit. You feel me? Because they got money to pay. They got bills to pay. You heard me?
Right.
Like I had a choice. I could have went to prison. They offered me they went from 10 years and they dropped it all the way down to 1 year over time. You heard me? But they
Mm-hmm.
wanted me to do a year and a day. You heard me? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if you do a year and a day, you could be out in 6 months. You heard me? I told them funky
Mm-hmm.
hoes I ain't got 6 months to give y'all. I ain't going to
Yeah.
prison for no 6 months. And I'm 40 years old, you heard me? 40, 41,
Yeah.
whatever, however old I was at the time, you heard me? I said, but I ain't about to do that shit. But y'all got me fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You heard me?
Mm-hmm.
Because I ain't about to expect my old lady or my family, anybody to be trying to send me money and shit while I'm in jail, dog. Like, I can't put that burden on nobody. You heard me?
Right.
When
Right.
you got my kids out here to take care of. You heard me?
Mm-hmm.
And it's real out here. We gotta pay bills and
Yeah.
shit to keep
Yeah.
the lights on and keep food in
Yeah.
the house and all type of shit
Mm-hmm.
like that. But I'll be damned if I put a nigga through that shit. If I
Yeah.
do, it's gonna be for a reason. Like it's gonna be dire
Uh-huh.
need. I had to do something to a nigga because my life was on the line. Now I'm going to sit down. You heard me? So I'll be in that situation then. You heard me?
Yeah.
But I ain't even trying to
Yeah.
think like that. You heard me? I'm all the way positive with it, big brother.
Already.
Yeah.
Goodwill.